What is going on, boys? It's that time again.
That woke me up a little bit.
It's time. It's vinegar time.
That's the new. It's not the Rad Pack signal this time, Garrett. We're gonna do this.
It's the Vinegar Syndrome. Vinegar Syndrome sale.
Look how big this sale is.
Look how big this sale got.
That's the Vinegar Syndrome sign right there.
Vinegar
Syndrome time.
Start running like left to right.
That's the new shirt. It's Vinegar Syndrome time.
Welcome, boys. It's been. It seems like more and more of these sales are just coming up. So it hasn't really been that long. There was the sale in February, right? So it was a little bit over a month ago, and then this is the flash pre-sale for halfway to Black Friday. We got to get that right. That's what they're doing tonight.
Yeah, this is the one with the where they give you the half bundle and you decide if you're going to buy the whole shebang for cheap and then run with it.
If it was like last year, then I'd probably buy the whole thing.
Bro,
that was a pretty good deal last year.
Yeah,
I was going to say if some of the rumors are true, I'm buying that bundle in 2 seconds. So
there's a lot of people on the chat here that are saying a bunch of different kind of rumors. So yeah, I'm not sure like what's true and what's fiction, but some people are saying that
we're going to get into it for sure.
Yeah,
I can tell you what I don't want it to be, and that's Seed of Chucky.
Yeah,
I can tell you that much.
Me either. I have no interest in that whatsoever. Man, we watched that movie not long ago for like a commentary, and that movie's just shit ass awful. Like I thought it was better than that before we watched it again.
I think that's the worst Chucky movie, honestly, Seed of Chucky. But
I mean, go ahead.
I just think that there's reasons, and I'm not going to get into them, why people support that movie. And that's it, because there's nothing else to it, man. Nothing else to it.
Well, a lot of people on here are saying that there's going to be a Garbage Pail Kids movie on 4K.
Fucking hope so.
There you go, Garrett. Talking shit about Maximum Overdrive. You want to buy the Garbage Pail Kids movie?
First of all, I never talk shit about Maximum Overdrive.
You talk shit about the Steelbook.
That's false.
Maximum Overdrive.
Correct. Yeah. I talk shit about the Steelbook from Maximum Overdrive, not the movie, just the Steelbook.
I don't understand that. You just don't like Emilio being on it? Was that the big hang
No. Well, number one, why are we getting the same edition we already have, but a Steelbook? Like, that's ridiculousness to me. It's true. Like, it's not a 4K. I have that same edition. They're just going to slap a Steelbook on it and just be like, oh, hey, buy this again. So to me, I don't need it. I'm not buying that. Number one. Number two, I just don't think the artwork looks good. Like, coming from a guy who collects screen print posters, like, it's not that great of an artwork for that. And the only reason I said that is because Wes said, look how beautiful this is. I said, I don't really think the artwork looks nice. And that's where it snowballed from there.
Basically. That's true.
It's beautiful.
I know he's going to say that. I just want
So a lot of people are going to be excited about the Garbage Pail Kids movie because Rad Pack is doing a Garbage Pail Kids show. And I just assumed it was mainly about the cards and stuff, but it's about the movie.
Right.
The movie's not very good, Garrett.
Well, listen. So two things for that. Number one, it's so bad it's good. It's an awful movie, but it's funny as hell to watch because it's so freaking cheesy. And number two, we're doing a Rad Pack episode on Garbage Pail Kids next week. So to have this drop now would be big, I think, to have the show. It was huge, right? So people will be,
right for sure.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So to me, it's like I definitely want Garbage Pail Kids for both reasons. Like I would buy a 4K of it because it's just a lot of memories and nostalgia with me for that. I don't think it's like a masterpiece by any means, but it's a fun watch, just like anything else, is. And I think it fits kind of the line that they're going with, and I think that would be a good pick. With Seed of Chucky, I don't hate Seed of Chucky. I just have a problem with breaking that up from Bride of Chucky and be like, hey, Vinegar Syndrome is going to just do a standalone Seed of Chucky by itself. And then, I don't know, Bride will go somewhere else. And like those to me are like so connected that I want them together. So I don't want to Seed of Chucky a standalone like that. To me, that doesn't do anything for me. That's my issue with the Seed of Chucky is it's like, if they're going to do it with Bride. And if they can't get Bride, then don't do it at all. That's kind of my outlook on it.
You're going to get a fucking standalone Seed of Chucky 4K. I can't.
Well, if you want, guys, we can look at the hints that we're given. See, I've come prepared this evening. Look, how fancy.
Check him out.
Oh shit!
What happened?
Oh fuck! He turned into Born to be Rad.
That did not work correctly. Hang on just a second. Well, I tried, folks. I can read it here. I don't think this is going to work.
What, screen share?
Now I actually had the image saved on
Oh.
here, but it's it's all right. It's all right. So the Flash pre-sale, what is it, a total of 5 different titles we're getting?
You got me. They just said I just saw titles. Like I have no idea. We just got a super chat from Justin Bieber.
Sick. All right,
Really?
Beebs. Thanks, dude. He loves the channel.
All right, man.
He's a big supporter.
He gets his pictures out in Georgia.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'll just read it here. The moment the pre-order goes live, you'll be able to feast your eyes on 3 of our 5 spectacular May Vinegar Syndrome releases. Among them, the World UHD and US BD debuts of 2 80s horror classics. So never before on 4K, only available overseas on Blu-ray for 2 80s horror classics.
Does Seed of Chucky have a Blu-ray? It does, doesn't it?
Yes, unfortunately.
So then it ain't that shit. That's not one of those.
It could be Killer Clowns. I know you guys mentioned that to me earlier. That would work. It doesn't have a 4K yet.
Yeah, I think that may be the VSU though, which we'll know what the VSU is tonight as well. I think they're announcing that.
I'm almost positive you're right on that though. The more I think about it, the more the
Killer Clowns.
Yeah, I think that'll be the.
I looked at and it just looked like red clown hair, that corner there. I may be wrong. But yeah, Killer Clowns would make sense.
Rambo made a good point. He says their term for classics is a widespread. I agree with that because I would say, well, number one, Seed of Chucky is not 80s, so that knocks that out, right? So that's gone. But Killer Clowns would make a lot of sense. But you're right, like we could in our heads, like of course that's classic, but you don't know what they consider classic either.
I feel like that you could honestly at this point call that a movie a classic because everybody knows about it now, thanks to like freaking Spirit of Halloween.
Steve did print the list for me, J7 Fleischer.
Did he print it in a tiny little like IT room? And
yes,
yeah,
and he had it Pony Express here at Prestonsburg.
That's right.
Did he? He gave it to DoorDash and said, "Go get delivered this to Wes."
Yeah, no, he would never do that.
There's a Euro themed box set in these May releases. And on top of that, they're going to be revealing quite possibly our biggest VSU to date. So to me, that's a big title. That's possibly Killer Clowns. Or, they could do a 2-pack Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky. I think if they do Seed of Chucky by itself, that's a turd in a punch bowl, folks. I don't.
It is. It would be to me.
I never want that. I mean, it's just me. Like I'm not a huge.
Somebody saying Dead Alive. That just ain't gonna happen, guys. Like we can keep.
Kenny said Surf Ninjas. I would go nuts for Surf Ninjas, Ken.
We already have 142 people in here, by the way. So everybody thumbs up the video and fondle that like button.
Oh, look at there! It's my thumbs. Stick it in your butt.
Oh, do that.
No.
So I did a little bit of research as well on last year's. Do you guys remember last year's halfway titles?
Oh, was it? It had to be
Thriller. Oh, baby.
They call it Brown Eye.
Yeah, and not Michael Jackson.
So they had like I think we all did the bundle last year. It was like $200 or something like that it ended up being Thriller, Cloak and Dagger, Miami Connection, which we are doing commentary for tomorrow night, by the way.
Oh, dude, such a good one, man. It's going to be so much. You guys are going to have a ball with that tomorrow.
Yeah, I've never seen that one, so looking forward to it. There's a 2-pack of Horror High and Stanley, Scared to Death, and Voyage of the Rock Aliens. So that was last year's. But... yeah, there's a couple of these that I've never watched in here. Actually, almost all of them except for Thriller and Cloak and Dagger.
So a lot of people on here though are saying Showgirls is
I
going to be
heard
one
that
of these
too.
titles. Like
Oh my
that would
God.
really suck because I mean that would fall in line with something that they would do, but like that movie, I don't have any interest in that movie at all.
I mean, I think if it's a VSU, as much as I really don't give a shit if it's Showgirls or not, I'll buy it because at this point I've got them all. I might as well just keep going. So I'd buy it. I don't want that to be it, but it makes, like you said, it kind of makes sense with what they're trying to do now. They're throwing us like some mainstream stuff out there. I don't know. I mean, I would like to see Bloodsport or something, but
fuck, I would shit myself if it was Bloodsport. Like that would be amazing. If it was any Jean-Claude movie from the 80s, I'd shit. But also though, I could see any of those movies that these people are mentioning on here, like Showgirls, Killer Clowns, Garbage Pail Kids movie, Seed of Chucky. I could see them doing any one of those movies, if not multiple ones of those.
So, can anybody think of though an 80s horror movie that was released over in the UK but not here in the United States? That shouldn't be too hard to figure out. I have no idea. But
I mean, I was talking to Christian earlier, and he mentioned Blood Beach, and I was like, that would be killer because I mean, nobody knows what the hell's going on with that flick.
But Garrett, I did want to mention.
What if it was Fright Night 2?
No, it's not going to be Fright Night 2.
I don't think so.
Your girl is in here.
Bug-eyed Betty, bam-a-lamb, bug-eyed Betty, bam-a-lamb. Oh, Betty has some pills, bam-a-lamb. She's looking for some thrills, bam-a-lamb.
Sick.
Holy shit.
Steve, where's the link? Peekaboo, baby. Steve's supposed to stay up with us late tomorrow night too, by the way. So he's kind of the loose cannon of Dead Pit. So we don't know what he's going to do. We don't know how damn loud his microphone's going to be. So we'll have to control that. But try to. You can hear him like snoring.
Hey, boss, what the fuck's going on?
He's like breathing. That's what he's like.
What?
And I'm like, God damn, it's like somebody snoring on here. No, it's just Steve. He's probably got sleep apnea or something. I don't know.
Hey, real quick, Daniel Shine, like you seem to be in the know here. So what is it then? What are the titles?
Shine's the man, dude. Shine's got a lot of connections.
Cemetery Man. That's possible. Darren's got it. Yeah, Cemetery Man is overseas and not here in the U.S. on Blu-ray at least.
Blu-ray disc, yeah.
Yeah, you can see some big old titties on the Cemetery Man. Yeah, that's why I watched it. Steve has awake apnea. Yeah.
Awake apnea. Shit.
So yeah, we got a ton of people in the chat. Joe Stradamus, Darren Burrows, the Mayor, Phantasmat, L.A. Jewel, Business of Fear, Gore Grinder, Mama Blu-ray, baby. Eric
Blu-ray
Kent, Afro Whale, Rambo Raff, Steve Peekaboo. He is hiding in the closet, going to max out his credit card tonight. He's not going to tell Dana about it either.
He needs to stop spending money.
Seriously. He really does. On foolishness, if you will. Foolish stuff.
12 minutes to midnight. We got K-Dog, Ryan Atkins, Dan Shine. What's going on, brother? And we appreciate you guys coming in here because, Uncle Bill, over the years, how many times has fuckers just ripped their shit off and we ain't said a word about it?
Oh, God.
So Garrett, it's time to shoot tonight.
Hey, Garrett.
You want to join us?
No, he ain't. I guarantee you ain't. Garrett, not be time for you to
What'd you
all
say?
All of a sudden just screen goes black.
Like,
people don't rip us off, man. They don't. They just borrow.
No, they just come up with this at the top of their head.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm learning firsthand on that stuff, you know.
Yeah, they just like to what is it like? Since sincerest form of flattery, you know.
It's
Baby,
the only way. It's the only way I can try to look at it. You know.
Let me tell you what we're gonna have to do, boys. We're gonna have to draw that line in the sand, Daddy, and dare them cocksuckers to cross it. Baby.
You don't want look, dude. Don't even get me fucking started. You know how I am. I'll just go
No,
off like fucking 20 minutes.
I know you will.
I would no hesitation.
So
So I think we should probably keep it nice, unless you want to blow up some bridges.
No, I don't want to do that.
Who cares at this point, Garrett? Let's go. Come on.
Come on, Garrett. What if Garrett just laid it off? He was like, "Yeah, fuck."
It's been building up. It's a pressure cooker for Garrett, and he's gonna fucking pop. And you know,
It is what it is.
we love everybody here at Dead Pit.
Yeah, we're glad that we can be an inspiration for so many people across the world.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
You know,
Stephen
inspiration.
McColmer. That's a new name. What is going on, man? The Blu-ray Addict, J7 Flesher. So yeah, we got a ton of people, 155 people in here at about midnight. We got about 9 minutes to go. And we're going to try the screen share thing and hope and pray that my computer does not explode. And at that point, Uncle Bill, you're in charge of the damn comments and stuff, because I'm not a multitasker. But we may get a chance to look at some of the trailers and all that good stuff. If it's obscure enough, I'd be willing to try to play them.
Let's see what happens. Let's see if this technology can hold up.
Yeah. Rambo. Yeah, you remember when we were kids trying to get Garrett to, I think there was a video about that. Come on, Garrett, smoke that cigarette. It'll be all right.
No, that's poison.
Exactly. So real quick though, of all these things mentioned tonight, and I'm almost 100% positive Killer Clowns is going to be one of them. Which ones would you buy and which ones wouldn't you buy? Just right tonight.
Sadly, I'd probably buy any one that they mentioned. And the reason I say that is because, dude, the thing right now with especially with Vinegar Syndrome is like a lot of these things are freaking selling out quick. And it's like, even if I don't necessarily want it per se, like I might as well just want it like almost like a just in case, because I get so much FOMO with certain things that, like, dude, like From Beyond's already like going for big money.
That's
like
true.
that type of stuff. I'd spend the $50 or $40 to have it, you know, in case of emergency type of situation. Like I'm not necessarily going to be like, hey, I'm going to resell everything, but if I have something that all of a sudden becomes really valuable and I'm like, you know what, I want to get this new poster or whatever. Well, all right, I'll sell this thing off for, you know, whatever, 75, make 25 on it. And then, you know, it's like little things like that. I would probably get them for, but I think the least, I'm like, I don't want Seed of Chucky. I don't want it in that unless it comes with Bride. And then the rest that everybody said, I'm kind of fine with. I mean, Showgirls, I won't be jumping for joy, but I mean, I have a DVD of it and that's it. I probably haven't watched that movie in like 20 years, but I'd probably upgrade it.
I mean, it's one of those movies kind of to me like The Room or something where it's got a cult following just because of how bad it is, but it's just not something that I would ever go back and watch, I don't think.
The Killer Clowns thing's interesting though, because I just watched the Arrow Blu-ray a couple of years ago. That Blu-ray looks fucking great. I mean, it's a great looking copy. I guess we upscaled it to 4K. So I mean, honestly, like I love Killer Clowns and everything, but that Blu-ray looked great. I mean, can't see. I'm sure it'll look a little bit crisper or whatever.
I think it's out of print though. I think that's what the issue is. It's people want it because I think it's out of print now. So if they do release it, it's going to be a hot seller because I don't think the Arrow one is readily available anymore.
That's true. I'm just saying though, as far as, I mean, I may eventually get it. I don't know. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is probably going to sell out over the weekend.
Yeah,
if anybody is interested in picking that up. And I'll probably pick it up. I'll bite the bullet on it. I've seen that movie so many fucking times. I don't know when I'll watch it again, but I love that edition that they did. That may be one of the best releases in the last year.
That's true.
Well, 4K he made a good one on that. Amityville 2 4K would be fucking pretty killer, actually.
Yeah.
To go to like match that other one that you have, because that one to match that artwork. I like what they did with Freeway 1 and 2 was kind of brilliant because they really just look like they go together.
Basement Blues, Bulls. What's going on, sir? How are you?
They're at least thinking about like the collector mentality part of it. I think that Vinegar Syndrome might be the most like kind of keyed into that mentality too. To whereas you got fuckers like David Gregory who's like, oh, these cardboard idiots.
Yay!
Yeah.
Tell him, David. Well, you know something, these editions here, we had to scan it right in the studio and we had to carry all of them upstairs and everything. So we're going to charge you way too much. Whoa! Yay!
You had to carry it upstairs. So you're going to charge more.
There's a fucking mover's fee at Severn.
We had to move the scanner all the way to France. Whoa!
Do you realize I had to go to the basement to get this? You're getting charged.
I had to walk up 5 flights of stairs, I did.
Oh, God. David Gregory.
Also, guys, something else. We got it about 4 minutes. This doesn't include on Saturday the April titles. They're going to unveil the April titles.
That's right.
12:01 p.m. on Saturday. So we might be doing another one of these on Saturday.
We'll be doing a Vinegar Syndrome
It's a week from Saturday, actually.
Oh, not this Saturday.
Not this Saturday. Saturday, April the 1st, WrestleMania Night 1.
Fantastic.
The U-Haul cost us $60.
That's a tough voice to do continuously.
I know. I got to get me another drink of peach water.
It's like trying to fucking sing like Brian Johnson.
But Curse of the Blue Lights is one that was confirmed for April. So if anybody's a fan of that movie, I don't really remember it. I remember the cover is kind of odd. But that's an 80s horror release that is coming out on Blu-ray disc in April.
We're almost there, buddy. 2 minutes.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, my God.
Oh. Blood Force International says, David Gregory's my cousin from the old world. Whoa! I got to quit doing that.
Yeah.
So we're going to get the screen pulled up here. See how professional it looks, Bulls. Look at that now. Just look at that.
Shit.
Jeez. I'm proud of myself. These custom layouts.
My God. I
Like
just blew a load.
I like it a lot.
Oh, my God. The old Curly Jaws is in here.
Oh, Curly.
He's
I'm
back.
Sure he's excited.
Back.
He's excited. It could be seated Chucky 4K, and he would buy a 4K player just to get it.
Now, are they having any limited shit on here? Like, is there stuff we should be looking for first?
I don't think so. I think they just have the pre-order for the Black Friday deal, which will be,
all right.
Again, it's 5 total titles. One of them is a box set.
Oh, dude, is that Seed of Chucky? Because like I haven't really been looking. I've been so busy I didn't even see that picture right there with the red hair. Is that red hair and that sperm like flying? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
it's possible.
It could be.
Tell,
Like,
though.
okay, you're right about that. Like, it's one of two things. It's either the Glenn's head with the sperm and shit, or it's freaking like the Killer Clown's hair with the star or the little meteor things like coming out. I can't tell.
Damn. Those sons of guns.
I'm about willing to bet though it's Killer Clowns. Like,
We'll see.
it just looks way too much like it.
We're about to find out, boss. So you're in the chat now, Uncle Bill. I can't see it, so
Oh, you okay?
refresh this. So yeah, Freeway 2 Confessions of a Trick Baby. I'm thinking that's going to be the new Lust in the Dust. What do you guys think?
Nothing does.
If we're going by the clock right there, we've got 1 minute and 10 seconds.
It's time. That's cum, not a fucking solar system. That might be the quote of the fucking whole show.
What the hell?
We'll see, motherfucker, won't we? Here in about 1 minute.
Ooh, 47 seconds. Was you all excited? It's going to be huge. It's going to be great. You ever notice that most of these shows were just totally let down by like...
I don't think it will be this time. I think at least one or maybe two of those titles will be in there.
No, the best was when Uncle Bill's like, it's sidekicks. Remember that one? We were excited.
That was fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a rare they
like
overachieved.
To be impressed.
They overachieved last year too around this time.
We're gonna do the Royal Rumble countdown.
See if you can get in there early on them.
I'm gonna keep refreshing it here, boys, and see. Because I got a feeling it might be Seed of Chucky.
7, 6, 5, 4,
4,
3, 2, 1.
Where's it at, balls?
Is
Where
it?
is he? He's attacking
Showgirls.
Showgirls.
Fuck me. Why?
Uh,
What
Where's
is
that
this shit?
With that red hair. The hell?
Okay.
The Boogeyman.
Oh, Boogeyman, the old one? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Uli Lamel Boogeyman. Blade in the Dark. Now, that's one that we just did like a commentary on a couple of months ago.
I mean, that's not an exciting one, but
I don't know, man. I would be kind of excited to see Showgirls in 4K. I'm not going to lie.
I'll get shown.
Look at that.
Listen, I'm just going to tell you right now, this is shit dipped in piss.
This is
Yeah,
kind of...
Rambo made a good point. The Boogeyman, is it a classic? I don't know.
No.
I mean,
is that the Uli Lamel Boogeyman?
Yeah, that's the 80s one, man.
God, that movie's awful, man.
What is the... Let's see. I better watch myself with some of these pictures here. Hang on a second.
So what were they...
Village of the...
shit, I'm going to kill somebody.
The Boogeyman's kind of cool. The artwork sucks on it. Let's see. So was that from the artwork that they...
No, I don't think so.
I don't see anything that even resembles that whatsoever.
It's probably like the back of that Blade of the Dark or some shit. Watch.
Or it could, yeah, the Blade in the Dark has some red on it.
Yeah, but turn all those around and see if they show the backs, because I almost feel like that's what it's gonna be, right?
Do. No.
Yeah, Vinegar Syndrome never fails to disappoint on this stuff, do they? They're just like, oh, we got the best shit ever. All these people have all these rumors about these killer titles, and they come out with fucking, it's the Boogeyman.
I'm coming to get you. Oh my God, it's the Boogeyman.
So
that's what we should have did when we went, we should be like, it's the Boogeyman.
He's got that clock on. Yeah. Fucking shit.
So there's the secret releases.
Oh wow.
Secret.
So you're not impressed by the 80s horror classic The Boogeyman restored in 4K and jam-packed with
So you're not impressed, it says? What?
No.
And no love for Blade in the Dark on UHD
my
presented
God.
in multiple cuts for the first
They
time.
worked us.
So yeah, Blade in the Dark has a Blu-ray overseas, and so that was the one they were talking about there. We always try to save the weirdest, wildest, rarest, and or most head-spinning flicks for the secret titles. So as always, we prepared a doozy. First up, it's making its world UHD and Blu-ray debut. It's a cheery regional slasher with an impressive array of creative killings, finally presented as makers wanted it to be seen, along with its distributor's mandated release version. And perhaps even more exciting, one of the craziest films from a director legendary for his decades worth of cinematic insanity at last hits UHD and BD.
You know what's worse is apparently the box set that Villages of the Damned, 3 Horrors from Spain. 3 Horrors from Spain.
3 Horrors.
Yeah, their names are Mamacita, Lucille.
God damn, boy, it's fucking
That's possibly
That's
the
bad.
worst load of shit they've ever done like this.
Well, the Showgirls one is the VSU, so that was the. There's nothing on.
I'm sure though, man, there'll be people that give a shit about that, like because I just know how people are just in general.
I'm gonna get Showgirls, and I'll probably get Boogeyman, but I don't think I'm gonna get the other ones.
You know why you're not going to? Because it's a bunch of trash.
You can't get Boogeyman now, though. You have to get the whole thing if you want it.
Oh, that's right. I mean, I don't think Boogeyman's gonna sell out. I'm just saying I want it because I have a DVD of it, but the quality is shit. That DVD quality was awful. Like it was almost unwatchable. So to have an upgraded version, I would take it. I don't need Blade in the Dark again. I already have that.
No, man, none of that stuff's worth fucking paying $215 for that nonsense. They can kiss a dick.
Blade in the Dark is, I mean, it's okay, but I would zoom in on that photo because that may be from the back of the. I don't know. If anybody knows, what is the teaser photo from? Which one of these? Because I can't tell.
I don't think any of them.
You don't want to turn Blade in the Dark around, by the way. It's got boobies on the cover.
I already did.
Oh, did you?
But it's painted boobies, so it should be okay.
Oh, okay. So I'm assuming that everybody is pretty disappointed in these titles because, I mean, I even kind of like Blade in the Dark. We watched it not too long ago, but fuck, I mean, I don't like it enough for it to be a part of this. And nobody really likes the Boogeyman unless you're just kind of like doing it for ironic purposes. And Showgirls.
I want to see if they added anything to.
No wonder they doubled the points for this shit. Somebody's got to buy this. Come on.
I don't think they did. I ain't logging in, so no new merchandise.
Go ahead and log in real quick. Put it in there.
Neon Maniac soundtrack. Is that new or?
No, that was on there before.
Oh, okay.
All that stuff was on there last time.
Yeah, I think we've seen enough here, boys.
Well, at least I get to save money. I fucking damn sure ain't buying any of that. It's just, this is the way it is with them, though. It's either like you get completely surprised, like we were with Sidekicks, or you just they dump a bunch of shit.
But that's why we love them, because it's like it's the same way we loved the WWE for so long. It's like they can really get you excited, or they can get you pissed really quick, right? So it's I'm used to it by this point,
Basement Blues is even disappointed, boys.
Oh, if he didn't buy the bundle, it's not a good one.
Yeah, this is like booking Randy Orton against John Cena.
Would buy vinyl for things. You would be surprised, Rambo. There's a lot of hardcore nuts out there.
I think I will though end up buying Texas Chainsaw just because it's gonna be gone pretty quick. I think
I would buy it. It's a great addition.
Yeah, it's going to sell out. I may wait and see if there's anything from April that I want to see if it's not going to if it's getting ready to sell out, I want to get it, but I might wait for that April sale coming up in about a week. I think Death Wish 2 is close to selling out as well. If anybody, I don't know if that's still available or not, but TJ says he should have went to bed. Yeah. I mean, Boogeyman is one that I'll eventually get because I don't think I have that on anything. Holy shit.
Hell yeah, Scream Bloody Gore. That helps out quite a bit.
That does help.
Somehow or another, it does help.
Thank you very much, sir. That's awesome.
I appreciate that. And I tell you what, we won't be spending that on is anything from Vinegar Syndrome.
Well, not right now, at least. I mean, maybe.
No.
And what are the odds the other two titles are going to be anything worth a damn at all? Because they pretty much admitted those are lesser known movies or rarities or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to be anything. But at least Sam Neill's in here.
Sam Neill's not happy.
Even Tony Moran is pissed off.
I'm the only one that's Michael Myers, you fucking bitch.
Okay.
So is Full Moon having a sale? Because that might be the only thing that saves this again. Just switch over to full moon like we did with the Peekaboo
I don't
doll.
think full moon's doing anything tonight.
Yeah.
They didn't restock those
That's a
dolls or
shame.
whatever.
Anybody though? I mean, we're getting a request for Fancy Nancy balls.
Uh-oh.
Nancy!
What's funny is this is hilarious. Fancy Nancy herself commented on that video and went back and deleted it. So I can't remember her last name, Nancy Riddle or something like that.
Oh,
Nancy
yeah.
Ryder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she actually saw her video, Uncle Bill. Fancy Nancy did.
Yeah, I saw the comment. And then you just put,
You know what I was really
put Nancy under it with like 10 Y's.
Yeah,
And
I
she
was
just
like,
went,
Nancy.
God. I don't have any like I don't know, sympathy for that at all, man. Like what kind of sympathy are you supposed to have for that? Like you get on there and fucking flop around and show your titties, and then you just won't get on. Y'all mean.
Sympathy.
Being mean to me.
And you can be charmed.
Simpy. I got no simpy for it. Like Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and you can be charmed by this guy.
That's a cunt. That's it. That's
I'm gonna get striked now on my channel. Thanks.
You can say it as long as it's within within the first 15 seconds. You don't do any foul language. You're good. That's the new rule.
That's the new rule, like the West rule. Is that like a real?
No, that's
rule?
the YouTube rule. The F word within 15 seconds of the video starting, it can still be monetized.
And there's some other crazy rule too, like you can't, like your stream can't have more curse words than regular words or something like that. Like some sort of ratio, like
then regular words, like whose ratio is that strong?
Like if you kind of like Middleman, I guess. Like if he got on there and did a
Middleman is banned from these live streams.
He must have started a channel to come back and get you guys, but then they deleted it real quick, and they're like, "We're gonna set new rules here." The rules are made because he made a channel.
Also, though, the T Public stores are having a sale right now. We can mention that because you've got a My Killer Podcast shirt who's probably competing against us tonight, by the way, which I don't appreciate.
I don't know. She hasn't. I asked her earlier, but she didn't respond. So it's either she's not around or that's a yes. I don't know.
So yeah, I've got a lot of the shirts linked on shop.deadpit.com, and then there's shop.born2beRad.com as well, which they're doing a big sale this whole weekend too. So check that shit out. You can get they call her brown eye shirt. And I gotta say, last year's was a little bit better than this year's sale, though.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely be adding Showgirls to my VSU collection. It's my favorite line, so I'm gonna buy it. But I mean, again, it's not anything I'm over the moon for.
Less than 600 left.
Oh. So people are buying it right now then because God, I just got to tell you though, man, this is disappointing. I'm madder than a dog fucking shitting thumbtacks right now.
That would be painful. I'd say dogs wouldn't appreciate that.
No.
$5.98 on Texas Chainsaw 2. I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place right now because
I would get it. Even like I said, even if it's for a purpose later down the road, if that thing's gone, I mean, it's gone. You might as well just have it just in case.
That's true. But I was just like, there's really nothing from this sale that I want at all.
No.
And that's kind of an incentive to get this so you can get your stuff shipped quicker or whatever. But you're not going to get it for another 2 months anyway.
Death Wish is down to like 56. So if anybody cares about that, it's probably a good time to get it.
Let's go back and see if we can.
Death Wish ain't getting through the night. That's for sure.
There we go.
Take a look.
It's in a book.
It's reading rainbow. People click on to see what we're doing over here. They're like, what the hell's going on?
Where's Death Wish at?
Babe, I got you, bit.
Where the fuck is Death Wish?
think it's how long ago did they? There's
That's
Texas
been a
Chainsaw.
minute, yeah.
593. So literally within seconds, it went down. 10 copies or whatever.
Mid-level wants to know what we're going to do for the next 7 hours.
Yeah. I'd listen. I'd love to be on that channel like for the next 3 hours to see what they do with this shit. They'd be like,
we're over here singing Reading Rainbow. We're like so bored. We're only 42 minutes in.
Yeah, well,
Good
there's
luck, fellas.
no trailers to watch or anything, guys. So what are we going to do? We got to talk about.
Unmasking the Idol's bomb. If anybody doesn't have it, I don't know what the deal is with that, but it's freaking amazing.
Yeah, we were going to do a watch along. What happened?
I couldn't wait any longer. I had to watch it.
That's a shame.
It was good though.
53 copies of Death Wish Part 2 in 4K.
It's a good movie, Death Wish 2. Again, it falls into one of those categories though where I hate when it's just like standalone.
I recently got Death Wish 4: The Crackdown, so it would go with that.
You got to get stiff competition. You guys got to. Well, I was gonna say it's too late now. So you got to get Miami Connection. But do you know if it's anywhere to watch tomorrow for people that want to do it with us?
Miami Connection, I think, is on Tubi, or it was at one time. I don't know if it still is. Maybe somebody.
good luck
can check.
watching along with that shit though. If you got ads.
Well, Steve can hook you up with the ad-free Tubi.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be fun.
Go to going out of print. Okay, I'll try that.
Oh hell! Look at that.
So this is stuff that's getting ready to be pulled because of they're losing the. So Malibu High, how many copies are left of that? 783.
I like
And
that
it's
movie.
just the standard edition. Looks like. Okay. Jack Frost, which MVD's got that one now. And Death Row, there's not really anything on there that I'm interested in. Witch Trap, MVD's doing that one too, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Did anybody get their Vinegar Syndrome order in? Mine shipped like 2 or 3 days ago, so I thought for sure I'd have it today. And I'm like, dude, they're literally like 2 hours from me. How do I not have this already? So I don't know if anybody else has got theirs yet.
How do you guys like the artwork for Showgirls? We'll showcase that.
I think it kind of goes with a lot.
Fits,
like
yeah.
it fits with the Roadhouse and stuff. Like I just kind of feel like it does fit with that line. I think it's okay.
I don't think they have a lot of photos of the box. And I gotta say, Showgirls back in the day, this was when I was like 15, 16 years old when this came out.
I remember.
This was the tape to rent, man, when this came out, because Jessie from Saved by the Bell is showing her goods. And I gotta say, she looked mighty fine in 1995 or whenever the hell this came out. And I'm scared to go to the next photo.
Don't do it.
Do they have anything that looks like it's...
Don't do it. Don't fucking even scroll through them.
Okay, I think we're okay.
It is.
But Gina Gershon is in this too, man, who is fucking fine back in the day.
I can't believe that's what. I still can't believe that's what it is. I got all the shit we talked about. That had to be it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's Showgirls. So what do you guys think of Showgirls? Are you a fan? Everybody in the chat? Jay Borda is excited.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a good reason for me to. I wouldn't have upgraded this movie any other way. I think so. I don't know. Might be it's okay.
TJ is saying that Miami Connection is actually on YouTube, so we will have to link everybody on the video so they can check it out without ads and all that crap. Alpha, which one are you talking about?
Showgirls? No, there's no way.
What is the number on Showgirls? They haven't been putting them on there lately.
No. I bet it's 10,000 though, because that's what they did for a couple of the other big ones.
I think VSU is 10,000, but they stopped putting it on here, so I don't know. And then
what the fuck?
It does say sold out.
What is that?
It does say sold out. Oh no. I swear I just saw that.
You did, but I don't know.
Let's reload it here and see. No, add to cart. It could have been a glitch. They could have had a bad gateway error or something like that.
That gateway.
Like
nobody does that.
Baby sis. So yeah, this is a very disappointing. Like, I mean, I like Blade in the Dark and I like Boogeyman and everything, and I'll eventually get both of those. But come on, man, and all that hype, and that's what we got. Come on now.
I mean, I get that. So if you bought, let's just say you bought Showgirls, Blade in the Dark. Oh, but you don't know Boogeyman. How much would that come out to? Showgirls is like 40, right?
Yeah, I think it's like 35 or 40 or something like that. The Boogeyman.
The other ones are probably what, 25, 30.
Now, Blade in the Dark is a 4K as well. Is Boogeyman a 4K? Let's look.
I hope not. That's kind of ridiculous if it is, because isn't it shot on like?
It's not shot. It's shot pretty poor, man.
Boogeyman is in 4K.
Correct.
They're just doing this shit now, man, just to make money. You
Yeah.
know that can't look worth a fucking 4K.
There was somebody posted the other day that like some movie that maybe it was Ken. I don't know if it's The Core or whatever, but there was some movie that came out and it said, if you look on Blu-ray.com, it's a 4K, but it says like 2K scan. So it's kind of like it's a 2K scan, but they put it in like a 4K packaging and whatnot. So sometimes they might not be doing true 4K.
All of these are 4Ks except for that box set. Yeah, Boogeyman in 4K. Cardo, what is up, man?
What's up, man?
Miami Connection Vincent is the uncut version. So there are different cuts of this as well. We'll have to keep.
I haven't watched my Vinegar Syndrome version yet, so I wonder if it's different than what I'm used to, because I have that older Blu-ray from a couple of years ago. So I don't know.
So y'all, if you're curious, the TCM2 is down to $560.
God.
I'd say the
Ohio one is in here, man. You can become a member of Old Curly Jaw's Whack Pack for only $15
what
a month.
the fuck is that?
That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah.
Also, if anybody is placing an order, you can go to vincent.deadpit on patreon.com and get a $5 off coupon.
He just wants you fucking reward points.
Don't worry, we already played this game with the friggin' codes for years. Remember?
Yeah, I'm a pro with this, so go there and get your free $5 off coupon.
Remember the commercial on the Dead Pit show where it was like, "You don't want your codes? I'll take them. Donate them to here." Yeah,
it was Voodoo Child Jimi Hendrix that was playing in the background. There you go.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but everybody always, like, when it comes to Vinegar Syndrome and their big surprises and stuff, everybody always gets like so excited and
well, that's because sometimes it pays off, man. Like sometimes they actually do come through.
Maybe 10% of the time.
Yeah, most of the time you're right.
Yeah, most of the time it's fucking like Showgirls 4K and.
But you know what, though? It makes it interesting that, like, even me, I get hyped up, and I don't get hyped up about much anymore. So, I mean, it's nice, even though you do get disappointed and aggravated, but it's still nice to that anticipation that anything can happen, and you don't get that enough now.
Yeah, so, that's true.
OCP Communications, what is up, man? He says, "Oh my effing god!" You like that here? Showgirls 4K for $45 shipped. The state of this company right now. I mean, they're those UHD, the VSUs, those are all around that price.
Right. They do put a lot of work into those. I will give them credit. It comes in like a big box, and then there's a slip underneath. There's like cards. They do a good job with those.
And this set here is a little bit higher than the one last year. It was like $200.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, eventually, like, okay, Blade in the Dark and the Boogeyman, and more than likely, eventually, Showgirls, I would be interested in. But I mean, those, I'm just not in any hurry. on that.
Now, do you think that like Blade in the Dark and the Boogeyman are something that will get to like Black Friday? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think, or to a
I
point where they're on
guarantee you-
sale?
I
Or you
guarantee
think they're
you
going-
that Blade in the Dark gets to Black Friday.
I
I would
think-
say both of them probably will.
I think all of them will. Showgirls too.
Is there really that much of a call for showgirls? Just even among like people that like movies like
Well,
that.
Brian made a good point. He said they stated it was the biggest VSU to date. Now, obviously, most people are going to say Roadhouse feels like a bigger movie, but did Showgirls make more money than Roadhouse did back then? I don't know, like what Showgirls did from a money perspective, so therefore they would use it as like, oh, it's the biggest title we've ever had due to the fact that it made the most, because it might have been one of those movies that did pretty well because everybody was talking about it. So does anybody know that?
25 copies left of the Death Wish 2.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Game over, man.
This is a good point too. I didn't notice this before, but the mayor makes a good point. Says at least Vinegar Syndrome cares about us, cardboard enthusiasts, unlike Severin.
And that's the one thing. Vinegar Syndrome always kills it with their slipcovers. And I'm not really a slipcover guy, but Vinegar Syndrome does such a great job that I love their stuff.
So nothing new on
Well,
the partner labels.
I already checked that earlier. In brighter news, though, I know that we're getting 2 killer releases shipped to us. I think we're all getting, if you got yours released, shipping notifications for Martin and City of the Living Dead.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I did get my shipping notification for Martin. I did not order City Living Dead though.
oh, okay.
I want to get the standard version of that, which I think is essentially the same thing aside from the sticker sheet. So
Yeah, I did the same thing. I didn't get City Living Dead because they said they were going to release another version. So I was like,
They
I'll save
did.
money. Yeah.
Yeah. I did, though, because I'm a huge mark for Fulci. So, that's just
Mhm.
what happened.
yeah,
Also, you're right, the Creaky O'Hine. If you go on Fast Custom Shirts, there is
I
still
think we
some
both
damn
tried to
pit-
click on that at the same time.
Yeah.
I've lost it now.
Hold on, I got
There
it.
we go.
If anybody wants old Dead Pit merchandise, if you go over to fastcustomshirts.com, T-Shirt Joe still carries like old Dead Pit shirts.
Can you do me a favor? Can you guys try to reenact that commercial right now? Could you think you could do it?
The T-Shirt Joe commercial.
Yeah. Do you think you guys could do it by memory?
Oh God, no!
I'm trying to think how it goes.
Yeah, we got the Bret Hart thing.
Hey, Uncle Bill.
What? I don't even remember.
Come on.
I want to talk about fastcustomshirts.com.
All right, let's talk about it.
They have the best selection of shirts this side of the Mississippi.
I don't think I ever listened to that commercial after we
Oh
did
my
it.
God, dude! I must have heard that about 1,000 times. Keep going, Wes. I'm gonna see if I can get it with you.
Oh hell, I don't know.
Oh, that was right. You said the T-shirt
He
Joe.
fucking remembers.
Didn't,
dude,
Uncle Bill says something. Yeah, that's right. When he's not playing with Carmen opposite,
Yeah. Yeah,
I remember
and
that.
putting
He
people
did.
in the sharpshooter, he's making the best selection of shirts known to man. Something like that.
It's so
Oh my
funny.
God.
Fast custom shirts.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
It's a boot respect.
He's still one of the funniest sons of bitches out there too. He's like the biggest troll ever.
The Dead Pit documentary in the red case. I don't even know what that's a very rare edition. That must have been the director's cut or something.
All Suspirian Night. Who else does that? Who else? That's right.
Maybe we could relearn it and do it live, like Bill O'Reilly.
I'd have to go back and listen. I don't think like I said, I never listened to the show, period. I don't think after we did one. So I had no idea.
I listened to it because I had to edit the fucking thing, which I hated. But
Yeah, that was a pain in the ass for years.
yeah, guys. I mean, another letdown, unfortunately, for the
That makes sense.
what's that?
Rankin says, and I say, "Shut your fucking mouth."
That's true. He did.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Uncle Bill.
Shut your fucking mouth.
No,
We'll get-
because I want to talk about fastcustomshirts.com. They're killing.
All right, UB. The percentage rate of real words to swears is even
Oh,
not-
sorry about that. Yeah.
the percentages.
My apologies.
T-shirt Joe has any Dawn of the Dead shirts? Probably under the table. If you could get a Dawn of the Dead shirt, just send him an email, and he could probably make you one. But thanks to the the Rubenstein clan and Taurus Entertainment, they crack down on any Dawn of the Dead merchandise. OCP says, why is everything 4K now from Vinegar Syndrome? Not every title needs 4K treatments, and I like 4K.
Because they like money.
Money, 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 money.
Everybody's got a price.
Down, 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 down. Everybody's going to pay.
Because Vinegar Syndrome always gets their way.
Flesh Eater in 4K. That's just hilarious.
That's when you knew they were kind of full of shit. You put
So-
Flesh Eater in 4K.
Vinegar Syndrome knows that they have a hardcore fan base of fucking nerds that have tons of cash to spend. And they've convinced them that they need these in 4K. And they're only releasing them in 4K. And I think we may have predicted it a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That everything they're going to do from here on out, or mostly everything, is going to be 4K.
Sorry.
Showgirls is a beautifully made movie, though. I remember that. I mean, the 4K would probably look fantastic for a multitude of reasons. But, I mean, it's nothing that I'm going to just do cartwheels over or anything.
KB wants to know what the mystery titles are.
It's probably a couple of movies that we'd never heard of before in our life.
Well, one has to be that picture. So obviously that was a big ploy because it doesn't really match what we thought it was compared to like the description of what the mystery titles are, right?
No, I didn't see that anywhere like on there at all.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I don't think it's going to be anything huge. I think that they're big titles. Because remember last year, the other two titles was like Voyage of the Rock Zombies.
Yeah, they put the big stuff like
or Rock Aliens or something like that, and then Scared to Death. I think the William Malone movie. Ain't nobody gonna be able to convince me that William Malone ever made anything worth a damn.
He made didn't he do House on Haunted Hill?
Well, that's the rare exception, but he had somebody else's material to work with.
That's true. I do love that movie though. Just mostly because Jeffrey Combs, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Rambo, here you guys are talking killer clowns, and you get Showgirls and the Boogeyman. That says it all.
That's true. Talking about like all kinds of different stuff, and it's fucking Showgirl.
Is there a Showgirls too?
There is, yeah.
Who the hell was in that? Alyssa Milano or something?
Probably. That sounds like something she would do.
Kyle MacLachlan is in Showgirls as well. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I forgot about that too, yeah.
Yeah. They were releasing that damn movie I was in with the naked girls that nobody wanted to see. Why? So somebody had posted that Showgirls was actually a bomb at the box office.
It was a huge bomb. It killed her career and like everything. I mean, it was.
So they're liars too.
Let me ask you this though: which film is worse, that or Striptease?
I actually liked Striptease.
Striptease has Burt Reynolds in it, right?
It does, yeah.
I think Showgirls seemed a little bit more sleazy.
It did seem.
Yeah, it was definitely more sleazy. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, go with Showgirls. This is the man wearing they call a brown eye shirt. So
yeah.
If this is true, Ken, I just can't imagine this. One of the new hints for the secret title is Cheery Region Slasher Cheerleader Camp.
I would love that, but
I wish that was true.
Yeah,
I'm not putting any stock in anything that they would do coming up, man. Like just to be like, oh, it's gonna be a big title. No, it probably won't be.
I mean, I'm sure Showgirls does feel like a pretty big title for them though. Like, who owned that before?
Did they? I'm guessing there was a
question.
Blu-ray before that was out, right? I don't know, but
What was the studio?
there is
behind
5X
Showgirls?
shirts. Yes, Fast Custom shirts and T-Public, the Dead Pit shop.deadpit.com have up to 5X shirts.
Holy shit, bulls. Texas Chainsaw's down to $5.25. Good Lord, man.
MGM, they're doing a lot of stuff with MGM.
Oh yeah, so that's a good hint to now to think about.
Yeah.
Because Roadhouse was MGM as well, so they must have had some kind of package deal or something.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a letdown, but what are you going to do? It's Vinegar Syndrome. They've done it before. They'll do it again.
What would it
But
do?
I'm not buying nothing, man. I mean, I may keep a close watch on Texas Chainsaw 2. And if I get it, I'll probably throw something else in there with it. I don't want it to be Showgirls, but there's nothing else you can fucking buy.
Yeah,
I'm sad and kind of just upset.
There's really not. I don't want to spend $215.
Now, when is this? So when are you? If you ordered Showgirls now, when do you get this?
It's like May. It's after Memorial Day, and that's when they do the sale, I think. Killer Clowns was MGM. Yep.
Now, let's look at before we leave. Let's look at the one more time. The secret titles, like what they say, the hints.
You want me to pull it back up here?
I'm just curious because, again, what is that picture that they showed, and why would that not be released today?
I think they'll have to
here.
do something because this is not going to do well for them. So they're going to have to
get this though. Look at the price of the secret title: $67.99 for 2 titles.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, let's go through it again slowly here. So, you're not impressed by 80s horror classic The Boogeyman, right?
No, I'm not.
Restored in 4K and jam-packed with new and archived extras. No love for Blade in the Dark.
No, I don't really give a shit.
It's
Why would they? Kind of a weird. That's kind of a weird. Like they just released these and they're basically saying like, oh, you don't like this shitty movie? Like it's kind of a weird phrase.
Exactly. I love the way they're going about it though. It's kind of a nod to the fact
disappointed in this. Like just like it's almost like a big work or something, you know?
They know.
Yeah, The Villages of the Damned, 3 horrors from Spain. It says, we always try to save the weirdest, wildest, rarest, and or most head-spinning flicks. Head-spinning.
It's The Exorcist.
For the secret titles. So as always, we have prepared a doozy. First up, making its UHD and BD debut is a cheery regional slasher with an impressive array of creative kills. And finally presented as the makers wanted it to be seen, along with its distributor mandated released version.
So is there something cheery means to me, like cheerleader maybe? And then is there anything that's like cut that we haven't got like a new edition for? Like, because it seems like they're going to put out maybe like a director's cut or uncut.
Well, we know that they have Terror at 10 Killer coming. Like that's one that we know for a fact that they have coming. So that was a regional 80s slasher, but it doesn't say anything about the 80s. So the second one, perhaps even more exciting, one of the craziest films from a director legendary for his decades worth of cinematic insanity, at last hits UHD and BD, a feat which was years in the making, but completely worthwhile.
So none of those are Killer Clowns.
No, because the Chiodo brothers directed fucking Killer Clowns, so they only did like one film. I'm thinking. Listen, reread that last one more time. Is there anything else in that? Any other hints?
No. One of the craziest films from a director legendary for his decades worth of Cinematic Insanity. At Last hits. So this is one that's only on DVD.
You think that's
debuting on 4K and Blu-ray?
Oh, so it's not Dead Alive.
No.
It's only on DVD because in a
Bad Taste
could be.
But decades worth of Cinematic Insanity. That's not really Peter Jackson. That was just a couple of years' time.
You don't think Lord of the Rings is insane?
I mean, it's insane that he went from Dead Alive to.
Y'all really
Lord
think
of the
though
Rings.
that he's gonna let them do that film? No,
Probably not. No. Anybody in the chat?
it could be Uwe Boll. Somebody said, yeah, it could definitely be like one of those movies.
I did see where Massacre Video is doing Postal on Blu-ray, the Uwe Boll movie.
I was thinking like Henenlotter or somebody like that, but all his films are on Blu-ray as far as I know.
Cheerleader Camp. Who's the director of Cheerleader Camp? I don't even know. Has he done anything else?
I have it in the other room. You want to go get it?
Sure. There's some sort of like legal issue with Cheerleader Camp, though. I think we were talking to Felcher about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Again, you got to realize, legendary for Vinegar Syndrome or whatever doesn't really. You got to look at who we're talking about here.
Whoa, I got Cheerleader Camp, Cheerleader Massacre. Let's see.
Well, the Cheerleader Camp DVD is from almost 20 years ago, and it's never been re-released since.
You get Leif Garrett, Betsy Russell. Let me see.
Harry Weigel's in that. Ooh, baby. Lucinda Dickey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the director's that well known.
No, it says produced by Jeff Prettyman and directed by John Quinn.
John Quinn.
Never heard of him.
John Quinn, Medicine Man.
So it says right here, Jim Wynorski is Cheerleader Massacre. I don't know if that would.
I could see them doing a 4K of Cheerleader Massacre.
I could too.
Yeah. So Jim Wynorski's definitely, he did a bunch of insane movies.
I don't know. Fuck them.
Less than 15 copies of Death Wish 2, if anybody wants to run over there and pick it up. I mean,
I'm just not impressed. And I'm really just kind of pissed off all this nonsense on here.
I mean, the only thing I'll give him credit for is it's
Don't
different. No, it's different. Like, I mean, I told you guys today, I'm going to do a video on this too, for anybody who cares. Some people will be, will probably like it. Some people will probably be pissed, but it's going to be just about physical media state right now and things that companies are doing, because I think that they just really know that the collectors have so much FOMO and competition with each other and feel the need to get things. And dude, it's like every day it's like re-releases after re-releases.
Taking
and
advantage of a bunch of idiots, what they're doing.
It's like, oh, we'll change the packaging, but it's the same disc you got. Like even things like, Fear and all that. Like, dude, I have those bare bones Blu-rays, but because they put a cardboard slipcover that looks like a VHS tape on it, like it's like, everybody wants it, which is fine. If you don't have it, that's the way to get it. But I'm just thinking of all these other movies that are just still sitting on DVD. And it's like, man, like what is the problem? And obviously I don't understand the rules. I'm not part of these deals or whatever, but it's things to consider and look into, that it's just like, these are all sitting here and we're just rehashing and retreading the same thing over and over and over again. So the one thing I'll say with Vinegar Syndrome is at least sometimes they're doing different titles, even if it's just an upgrade from like an old out of print Blu-ray to a 4K or a DVD to 4K or Blu-ray, whatever.
I think Vinegar Syndrome though was a lot more fun when they were doing that, but it was like cheap or at least like
cheaper.
Manageable. Yeah. when they were doing the titles like that, and it was Blu-rays and things like that, and it was all just trash that nobody had really ever heard of. Like that was the charm to them, but at least you could get it for like $20. Now it's like $42 for this. It's like, come on, man. Like you're putting out the same bunch of trash, but you want to charge like double the amount for it.
Well, to be fair though, everything is going up too. I mean,
That's true, but it ain't going up that damn much. Shit.
We did call that a couple, I think almost like 6 months ago. We said that 40 was going to be the new average. Like we said that was where we thought.
Well, if people go back to, we said that 4K was going to be the standard for them with these titles, and it really is.
It is now, yeah.
The majority of the stuff that they're releasing now is 4K Blu-ray combo, whereas it used to be the Blu-ray DVD combo. So people might as well get used to it, and they're using that to ask for more money to charge.
Jacob made a good one. What's the deal with Necronomicon? Why has that always been a problem? I don't understand. That would be a nice one to see finally get an edition. I don't even think that had a DVD, right? Just VHS still.
Isn't it something with Sam Raimi or whatever?
I don't know.
It's always something with Sam Raimi.
They sued, which Sam Raimi is supposed to be at this Lexington Comic-Con this weekend, and he hasn't canceled yet.
He's making his rounds. He just signed up for 2 around me coming up. There's one in Boston and one in Providence, and I'm psyched because I'm going to get him to sign my Army of Darkness poster.
Yeah, I've already got tickets for that, but I don't have any faith that he won't cancel that show. I'm just going because the kids wanted to go. I'm going to take my stuff to get signed if he's there, but I'm not like I'm not holding out faith in that.
Yeah, that's kind of odd. They haven't really given out any like details about like his signing schedule or anything. So it's kind of weird. But guys, hey, that is it, I guess, for this sale. Is there anything else you all wanted to bring up or anything?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, Miami Connection live commentary. It's another simulcast on both channels. Definitely go subscribe to both channels. The subscriber base has been growing quite a bit, I think, for both of us. So we appreciate that. And yeah, we got a bunch of other shows coming up though. What do you guys got?
Yeah, I've got that show with you guys tomorrow, and then we've got the big Rad Pack show next Saturday night, which is, you said it's WrestleMania night, right? So we'll be competing with a little Mania. And I think that's all that I have planned right now, because like I said before, is I have a ton of stuff going on with work, so I can't really schedule a lot right now until that's all done. But you'll probably see me do some other stuff, either recorded or up all nights or something like that next week.
So I know that we're doing the last episode of the X-Files probably sometime this weekend. I don't know when, because we're going to be doing that commentary, tomorrow, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then Saturday I'm going to be gone to the Comic-Con, so I'm assuming it'll probably be on Sunday.
Sunday be a good day.
Yeah. Yeah, Rambo, I didn't know that. I knew it, but I wasn't even thinking about it. So, yeah, we'll probably have to do the X-Files on Sunday.
Some other stuff, though, we've got coming up down the line. We're doing a midweek obliteration live. We're trying something different for, I think it's Wednesday, this Wednesday coming up the 29th. It is CK's birthday bash, where I'm wishing myself happy birthday. And I think everybody's going to be on there.
Himself happy birthday.
We have that coming up then.
Come on.
We have that coming up. And Foz Rottenballs is supposed to be performing the MWO theme song live. It's going to be a live rap.
Ooh.
Boom bap. When kicking the show off. And he may do one other rap song as well.
Boom bap. Live rap.
We haven't tried to do a live musical act for a while.
No,
like never. But so you got that coming up, and we're doing a review show eventually for Grizzly or Cocaine Bear and The Evil Within, which I finally watched. It's actually on YouTube. I don't know if you've checked it out yet, Uncle Bill, but it's an interesting movie.
So there's another. Radkins posted something on here that has like some alternate explanation of these titles. Did you see this?
What's it
No.
got?
Okay, it says, what about the 2 secret titles? I'm quoting what he's written here. The first is a late 80s slasher made far from Hollywood, both literally and figuratively, which is hitting both Blu-ray and UHD for the first time, featuring a never-before-seen original cut. Then the second one is a real neck snapper from one of the kings of genre filmmaking, also making its world Blu-ray and UHD debut. That's all it says on that one. A real neck snapper.
Fuck, who knows?
The kings of genre filmmaking. I don't know. We'll be thinking about these though.
It could be anybody with them. I mean, you know how they are. But yeah, guys, I guess that is it. It's getting late. We all got to work tonight, work tomorrow. So I look like I'm in my 60s.
What the
Wow.
fuck?
Really?
That's not nice.
That's
not nice.
mean, sir.
That's not
I don't even use Just for Men yet on my beard. Justin's supposed to give me a good deal on that.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell him.
Yeah. But we appreciate you guys. Definitely like the video and thumbs up and subscribe to both channels and everything. And we will catch you guys later on Born2beRad.com and DeadPit.com. Give us the thumbs up.
Don't buy this shit.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do.
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
Hey everyone, it's Oak Early Jaws. We got some great shirts for you. We got Faces of Death Part 2. We got Creepy Stories to Tell in Kentucky. The Colonel would approve. We also got DeadPit.com. We got Dead Pit Radio with the little fucking Dead Pit dude on there. We got It Never Ends, a Halloween spook parody of the new movie. We got It at Night. We got the Radpack, Uncle Rad himself. It just gets better and better, so go on and get you some shirts over at Team Public. It just gets better and better, boss.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Dead Pit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.